Hey everyone, this is Borvok. Gonna cover Titans number 20 here today. I I was at the comic store. I've been wanting to look at Titans for a while. Again, this is the I think guys are all the former Teen Titans, but now they're not teens anymore. And we have another group that is the Teen Titans now. But these guys, since they're no longer teens, they're just the Titans. So now again, we've got the Teen Titans, these guys, and we've got the Titans. I don't know why Starfire's her name, right? I don't know why she's still a Teen Titan, because I know she was a Teen Titan with these guys. Might be her alien physiology. She's just eternally young or a teen or something like that. I'm not sure. You guys tell me. But we've got the. I was going to say, this is not the most recent issue, actually. But the most recent issue I saw, I kind of leafed back through the other ones and I saw this one. The cover is very catching, and it did say Titans Apart Part 1. So I thought, maybe this is a good starting point for me. I haven't read any of the previous stuff. I was interested in it, haven't read it yet, but we'll see. So that's why I'm reviewing this a little bit late. But you see they got their costumes down here. They're walking away. This is almost a Spider-Man No More thing, where you got that classic cover of Peter Parker walking away from his costume, almost very similar to this with his suit in the trash can. So don't do this. If you're a superhero, a costume superhero, don't do this. Someone will come along, steal your suit, find your fingerprints. If they're on record anywhere, they will find you. I know this is symbolic. I'm just being goofy, but just very interesting cover. It grabs your attention. But we jump right in. Again, it's Titans Apart, Part 1. And we're going to find out. I guess we don't find out why the Titans are apart, but we're going to find out a little bit more about what's going on in this issue. So we've got Roy Harper. We don't know what he's doing, but he's on his own. The Titans aren't here with him. He's fighting some guys, and he's not he's not winning. Well, we got Cheshire comes in and saves the day. He wasn't expecting to see her. She's his ex-girlfriend or something like that. He says that she ghosted him. She helps him take down some guys. I'm not going to focus too much on the action here. You guys go read this for yourself if this review makes you want to get it. The action isn't as fun to talk about as the fighting, rather, isn't as fun to talk about as the actual plot points. But go get it yourself. She's kicking some butt and some face. But she used to be his girlfriend, and she ghosted him, he said. But sometimes ghosts can be hard to shake. And, look how pretty she is. I like this. She's drawn really pretty. So she saved him, it seems, and they go out to have some noodles afterward. They're talking about stuff, and he's hunting down some drug-related stuff, and it turns out she is too. But she's not one of the heroes. She's almost maybe an anti-hero or a vigilante. So he doesn't believe she's doing this for, out of the goodness in her heart. And she admits that. She says that she's there for a paycheck. She's getting paid to find these drug dealers and figure out what's going on. And the problem we're having, look at how pretty she is. Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know if I would be, but if I liked her, I would be kind of, what's the word where you're like in a trance or something, just looking at her face. That's like, I don't know. But the problem is apparently a drug called Bliss that's really popular, but someone else is creating a knockoff of it. So they're wanting to hunt down both of those, I guess. I guess the people who created Bliss disappeared, but the people are making a knockoff of it too, and that's also a problem. So she's going to help them find it, and she was apparently paying for dinner, so I guess it's not a date, but these guys say she doesn't have to pay, so it's almost a cheat if she's paying for dinner, but she doesn't have to pay. But she's done a lot for these guys, apparently, which, I don't know, maybe we'll find out about that. I don't know. I don't know what's leading up to this, but I guess Donna Troy is being kept in the watchtower. There's some sort of danger that she might go bad or something. I don't know anything about that. We'd have to read recent issues. If you do know about that, or former issues rather, if you do know about that, tell me about it in the contents. But they're worried about her. Roy's talking to her over the phone. She's kind of worried about him because he's off on his own, and he realizes, you know, the more he talks to her, the more he's gonna worry her. So he decides he's gonna stop doing it. But she's really pretty too. I mean, look at that. Look at her stance there. Look at her face. Such pretty women in this book. That's good. So he's gonna go on the down low. He's gonna stop talking to her, at least for a little while, so he doesn't worry her, but also just to, you know, go radio silent for his own protection. Look at that. Oh my goodness. All this femininity here, that stance, the way she leans over the railing. But she's ready for him. They're going to go fight some bad guys, and Wonder Woman tries to comfort and console Donna Troy. We got some good sandwiches there. Watchtower sandwiches, I'm sure, are pretty good. So they're talking, and oops, hit my phone. We're gonna cut over to Wally and Dick Grayson, and I guess Wally is moving into a new apartment. I think it's Wally and not him. Yep, Wally's moving into his new apartment, but he's finally taking that next step, but the Titans are not there for him as a team, and they're kind of lamenting that apparently the Justice League broke them up. I assume that's because of whatever's going on with Donna Troy. They broke up the league, so these guys are lamenting about that, but discussing, you know, hopefully they'll be able to get back together. Hoping this isn't forever. But we cut back to, not Donna Troy, to Cheshire and Roy Harper. They're kicking some more butt, fighting some guys. And they do beat everyone, and they get the Bliss. Oh, so this is the Bliss. This isn't the knockoff. They find the knockoff. No, the Bliss. The knockoff is not the Bliss. The Bliss is the drug, and then there's a knockoff too, which is another problem. But they get the knockoff drugs, and they get the sample of the Bliss that they're creating the knockoff with. So they're going to take that. They're hopefully going to destroy it or do something with it. There's a nice spread advertisement there. She says, this time you're treating me to dinner. So they go back to his place. It's kind of a mess. He's got pizza. He says, yeah, my place might be a mess, but I'm not a mess. Apparently he had a drug problem, but he says I'm clean now. And that's good, because this might be a temptation. I don't know. I haven't had drug problems, but you're thinking, look at that. Look at her looking at him. So he's talking to her about how he got his life back together. And there's something still going on between these two guys, it looks like. But he's gonna make a mistake, and some kind of nightmare there. And he wakes up, he's drooling, he's shaking, and she's gone. So apparently she dosed him with some drug and got out of there. And we find out she was on the bad guys team all along. She's delivering that to, I assume that's Grodd. I'm not sure if that's just another gorilla, but I'm assuming Grodd. And she said, I had to deal with my past, but I'm not one for sentiment, so he won't be a problem. This is apparently what he was dreaming about, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know, unless that's just a cut. No. See how this is all outlined separately? He didn't dream that. He had a, he says 10%. Usage now 10%. 10%. This is weird. How is he dreaming this? I don't know. That's weird. Maybe we'll find out later. It's an interesting book. It's a sad story. I don't know if Roy is being admirable in this. But again, he's making some mistakes, and I don't know. If you like what you saw, I won't give this a solid recommend, but the art is good. If you like this, you know, go buy it. Go buy it on Amazon. Go support your local comic book shop. And I'll leave this one up to you. But what I will say after that, those of you who want to stick around, get back into this just a little bit here, because I do want to say, whoop. I do like the idea, and I know it doesn't work out in this issue, because Cheshire is not being one of the good guys, actually, but I do like these two together. I don't know who Roy Harper's soulmate is supposed to be, if he's supposed to have one. So far, that's almost something that has to happen organically in writing, because you can write two characters that are supposed to belong to each other, but it doesn't just happen just because you say it. In good writing, it has to organically happen. You write the characters more, and sometimes you don't have a romantic interest planned for someone, and it just happens in the writing. You write another character, and the chemistry just works. They almost have a mind of their own. But I'm not interested, usually in fiction. I'm not interested in random romances, on one-offs, on dalliances. I'm interested in the two people getting together who should be getting together. And that's what it's all about for me, at least in the romance department. And the other nonsense, I'm not interested. I don't want these guys messing around with other people. I don't see the benefit in that, in fiction or in real life, really. Just wait for the one you're supposed to be with. That's what I think. But you guys let me know what you think. I'm no super experienced romantic here, but I wouldn't be against them being together if she were to come to the good side. But again, I don't know if Donna Troy's really worried about him. I don't know if there's something going on there, or if they're just good friends. It's totally fine either way. But hopefully there's not something going on with them, because that would make, it makes Roy Harper's mistake with Cheshire even more uncomfortable, even worse. But I guess that's all I really have to say with this. She looks really good. All the women in this look really good. I don't know why I have to point that out. I do like just the stylization of the silhouette during this particular panel. They've got Roy Harper. There's no reason for him to be red. I guess his outfit is red, but if he's going to be silhouetted, um, you'd think he'd be black or something. But I do like this, the stylization of it. That's Roy. It's his red color. And Cheshire is just black, but you can tell that's her. I mean, who else is that going to be? But I do like it. It's good art, kind of a little bit of a sad story, and we're left kind of wondering. He's been dosed again, and she did it to him, and shame on her, but also shame on him. Hopefully he doesn't fall back into his addiction. I don't know, but I'm sure he'll be okay. Hopefully you have some friends to support him in that if needed, or I don't know. Is that just something you dose yourself? You get dosed, and you were addicted before. Does that automatically mean you're easier to get addicted later, or can you just say no? I know with former smokers, and I know that's not as strong as drugs, but former smokers can't even stand the smell of nicotine. At least a lot of them, the smell of cigarette smoke, at least. And so is this going to make it easier for him to not fall back in, or harder? He's acting like it's going to make him harder to not fall back into the addiction. But we'll see how that all works out. Let me know what you guys think about all these attractive females and big apes and brains in a jar. About the story in general. We're going to see what happens. Let me know if you know about, what's going on with Donna Troy. Maybe I have to go back and read some of that, but I'm curious to see what happens in the next issue. I'm interested in maybe going back and seeing previous issues. But again, any comments on any of this stuff, let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.